This is Trayden. Trayden is Gene's grandson. He's going to start bow hunting with us this year. This is going to be really exciting. Trayden's just starting to shoot a bow. He shot a little bit last year, but he hadn't taken anything with a bow. So that's going to be our goal this year, just to get Trayden on his first deer with a bow. So we're starting out getting him sighted in, just fit the bow to him. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Okay, how'd that feel? A little bit better? Yeah. We had to lengthen the bow out to Trayden. We're shooting a Mission Craze, so it was, last time he shot it is on 22-inch draw. Trayden's 14?
Under.
13. So in the last year, you've grown a couple inches, Gene?
Yep.
So that's what makes this bow unique. You can lengthen it out, we can keep him shooting. Working on form right now, trying to teach him how to shoot the bow, and we're going to get him to hit him consistent in one spot. He's got two arrows in the target pretty close together. And once we get a group going, then we're going to move that group or re-sight his bow into where he's hitting where he's aiming. All right. We're starting out at 10 yards just so we can kind of get him going in the right direction, get him close. What we'll end up doing is scooting back to 20 yards. But right now at 10 yards, we're able to kind of work it in quicker this way, I guess you'd say, because it's a closer target. It's easy to tell what he's doing, and he's not missing the target. The biggest thing you want to remember is I want you to anchor somewhere where you feel comfortable and consistent, something you can do the same way every single time, okay? That's the trick or the key to being successful with archery and being really accurate, is being able to repeat the shot every time. So same anchor point, the same way you hold the bow, all that stuff has to be repetitive, okay? Give it another shot. Okay, so we're adjusting Trayden's sight. We need to raise it up. Easiest thing to do, or the best way to remember when you're adjusting your sight, is you follow the way your arrow hits. So he's hitting high of the dot, so we're raising his sight up, okay? And then he's also hitting just a little bit left, so we're going to move his sight just a little bit left. Okay, so we've back Trayden up to 20 yards. We're working on his shooting again. Got him shooting pretty good group. We're going to probably set his pins at 15, 20, and 25 just because of the poundage he's pulling right now. And hopefully in the next 30, 45 days, we can increase the weight of his bow a little bit and kind of tighten his sight pins up a little bit. Okay, so we've gone over everything with Trayden. We've talked to him about form. We've talked to him about squeezing the trigger, not trying to hit it real hard. We've talked to him about relaxing. We've also talked to him about the thought process when you're aiming at something. A lot of people want to try and put the pin or force the pin to be on the target. And what you really need to do is focus on the smallest thing you can aim at on the target. You're going to put the pin there, the pin's going to automatically go there. But if you try and force the pin to be somewhere that you're making it, a lot of times it makes you shake. So we're getting really close. We've got Trayden backed up to 15 yards, and he's starting to shoot some good groups. Don't pressure yourself, just relax. Just say, okay, just gonna draw my bow, aim, shoot. Nice and easy. Easy process. Just like that.
Too quick.
We've shot quite a bit. Trayden's getting a little bit tired, I think, but we've got 2 arrows here to finish up on right by the dot. We talked a little bit about torque in our hand and finding anchor points. So these are a result of just trying to fine tune his form. So next time we have Trayden come out, I feel like we'll continue to get these groups smaller and smaller. This group was at 15 yards, so he's backed up a little bit, and there's no doubt in my mind he'll be ready to kill the deer come deer season. Okay, so just to recap a few things. Most important thing when you start sighting your bow in, start up really close. That's going to keep you from losing arrows. It's also going to make it where you can kind of fine tune your bow quicker. As you move back, you'll see your groups kind of spread out again, but since you've started up close, you've kind of pulled them down already. Always follow your arrow. So if you're hitting high, you raise your sight up. If you're hitting right, you move your sight to the right. So follow your arrow. And the biggest thing is relax when you shoot, and don't shoot too much. A lot of people will shoot until they're just worn out, and all that does is create bad habits. So it's better to shoot 5, 6, 8, 10 arrows, rest a little bit, come back 5 or 10 minutes, shoot 5 or 6 more arrows, and give your body time to kind of recuperate in the middle of it. I love shooting my bow just like the next guy, and I'd love to stand out here and shoot 100, 150 arrows, but all it does is wear me down. So I'll shoot a few, rest a minute, shoot a few. It's great if you have a few friends that'll shoot with you, that way you can take turns, alternate, but that's the best thing to do. So concentrate on your form, make sure you're not torquing the bow, learn how to understand what your arrow is doing based on where they're hitting. So if you're hitting right and left, that can be torque. If you're hitting right and left, then it could also mean you're moving off your anchor point. I anchor on the center of my nose, so if I get a little bit off to the right, it's going to make my arrow hit to the side. So kind of learn how to pay attention to those little details, and it'll make things really easy for you. You can decipher or diagnose your own misses yourself. So just a few tips. Like, share, please send us comments, questions if you have any, and we'll see you next time.